The first thing he said to me wasn't loud and it wasn't angry either. It was casual, almost bored, like the decision had already been made before I even opened my mouth. He leaned back in his seat, glanced at my hoodie, my worn sneakers, then pointed toward the rear of the plane and said, "That seat up front isn't for you. You can move back now, or you can get off my aircraft." No hesitation, no explanation, just that. And in that moment I felt something familiar settle in my chest, that old bitter feeling of being sized up and dismissed. Yeah, that happened. And what he didn't know, what no one there knew, was that I owned the aircraft he was standing in. It was a private charter terminal outside Phoenix, the kind of place where everything feels polished and quiet, where luxury hums instead of shouts. You don't hear announcements blaring. You hear soft footsteps, low conversations, engines breathing in the distance. I'd dressed down intentionally that morning. No jewelry, no assistant, just a plain hoodie jeans and a canvas bag. I'd booked the flight under a shortened version of my name, no titles, no flags. I wasn't trying to hide, I was trying to observe. A week earlier, my investment firm had finalized the acquisition of a small but prestigious charter company. On paper, the numbers looked fine. In reviews, though, customers kept using the same words: condescending, disrespectful, selective. I wanted to see it for myself. Even getting inside the terminal told me something was off. The attendant at the door glanced at my bag and asked if I was staff. He waved through a man in a tailored blazer behind me without checking his pass. I didn't argue. I showed my boarding code, smiled, walked in. I took a seat near the window and waited. That's when I noticed the crew. The captain stood out immediately. Tall, confident, loud. The kind of man who filled space because he was used to people making room for him. His name tag said Captain Ross Hale. He laughed while the flight attendant beside him whispered something and pointed at her tablet. I heard him say, "Relax, it's probably just an assistant or someone tagging along.